All right. Hello. Welcome. Good day. I am so excited for this morning. Well, it's morning for me. Not sure where you are in the world. But today I get to interview one of my colleagues and favorite friends, Debbie Prediger. She gave me this opportunity just a couple of days ago. And so I very quickly took advantage of the opportunity to really get some insight on who she is, what she does, why she does it, and why being extraordinary is so powerful, especially today. And so I called this interview an interview with extraordinance, which is kind of a word I almost made up. I don't even know if it's in the dictionary, but because I know that Debbie is so extraordinary, she exudes this ability to be extraordinary. It is who she is. It just excited me about sharing that with my audience. And so I am going to ask you a couple of basic questions, Debbie, just to give the audience a little bit of a frame. So the first question is really just, who is it that you love to serve?
I love this question, and it might be answered differently depending on which room I am in, because it's a wide stretch. But the real truth is I want to lead the leaders of leaders. I want to lead those that are leading others. I want to elevate them so that they have everything they need in order to reach those people, because I can't do it alone. You can't do it alone. And so, yes, I really want to lead those that know they're meant to lead communities, lead their people, lead in retreats. I know that that's a longer answer than what you wanted, but I really feel it's so important. It's the leaders of leaders.
Absolutely. And that's absolutely how I see you. Can you tell us why that's important to you?
Yeah, I guess I just said it, but I can't do it alone. A long time ago, I had a lot of people coming to me and I felt overwhelmed, or even almost to the point of burnout. And it really was like panicking my nervous system. I know that I'm meant to do this, but how on earth can I do it and reach all those people that are needing us? And it took a little bit of like identity shift for me to step up and say I was leading the leaders. It was like, whoa, who are you to do that? And yet it really felt right. As if somebody is that natural leader, which I believe we all are, if we like define leadership in a different way, I believe we're all natural leaders. But if I can get them to step up, now we can create this ripple effect across the globe. And it's not falling on one person's shoulders. And you know, Jen, that I have witnessed the most extraordinary women making extraordinary moves and telling their stories. And I want them to see themselves as that leader that's needed so badly. Not from a place of lack, we need you, we must have you, but from that place of alignment so they can truly step up and do that work.
And these leaders that you are leading, you've created the shine circle for them. This is what you've created for these leaders that you desire to lead. Yes?
Yes.
So tell us what you desire for them to receive from being a part of this circle.
So first and foremost, the Shine Circle it's a whole ecosystem. It's not just a membership. So you come in as a member and you will learn about the Shine framework. And the Shine framework works for every person at every level, at every stage in their business and their personal life, because I believe that's part of coming back into alignment and into your truth. When you come in as a member, you start to really lean into that. And then you're like, I love this. I want to be a part of more. And you become a Shine partner, meaning we equip you to really go out and share this message and bring people into our ecosystem. It's not just an affiliate program, although it will be. What it is that ripple effect that we're able to create. And then at the leadership level, we have mentors, and mentors start teaching the Shine framework through their own framework, their own philosophies and experiences, and their brilliance. And that's how the ecosystem serves everyone in there as we're building these leaders out.
Which I find so amazing, because one of the things that I hear you say often is that it's not about competition, it's about collaboration. And when you allow these women to come into your circle and then share their knowledge and framework, it's not about who's better and cutting out other people's ideas and thoughts and what they want to share or how they want to shine. It's about allowing them to do it in collaboration, because you're both serving the same goal or something similar. I love that.
Yeah, Jen, there's so much to that. And again, that's why I'm so strong on somebody knowing the Shine framework, because Shine stands for self-discovery, self-love, self-awareness. And then H is healing, I is intuition, N is nurturing and nourishing your mind, body, and soul, and E is empowerment and evolution. And if you know enough about those, and we've got free courses for people to learn more about it, but it works in every niche, and it's an evolution because it circles back around. If you are at the point where you think that there isn't enough people to serve, and that what Debbie's doing is, I have to do that too, instead of doing it with us so we can amplify and ripple this out, if there's any ego involved, it's just a matter of more self-awareness, more self-love, more healing. I say it's a invitation into mastery, only because of how our body is feeling when we start thinking somebody's ahead of us, or that we aren't truly standing shoulder to shoulder. Somebody has to be in the spotlight. Somebody has to be the inviter, the people that bring people in and amplify others. I used to say I'm a connector, but I knew that was only a partial truth, that I love helping people shine. I love helping people recognize the gift in their story. And so it really was important for me to help them, not only give them the tools to shine and be more visible, but also for them to declare it and step into it and truly do it.
So good, because a lot of people talk about collaboration, but not a lot of people understand that there are things that come up when you collaborate with other people. And so having a process and entering a safe space to learn about yourself and how you react with others and what comes up for you when you're interacting and collaborating is so powerful. And being able to work through some of those in order for the collaboration to be seamless and to be really effective is so powerful. And that's what I really love about the Shine Circle.
Yeah, thank you for that, Jennifer. I'll just speak to that a little bit again. It is us holding that really beautiful, safe space for people to shine their unique light. And when I say unique, all things are welcome. And if we hold space with compassion and grace, there will be growth, there will be shedding of old stories, and there will be you stepping up into your highest self. And that doesn't come from me saying, do these 3 things and it'll all be a miracle. It comes from an evolution through a framework that we truly believe and trust in. And what I've witnessed in this last year, as people have really leaned into the Shine framework, is exactly that. It's proof. It's proof that this not only works, but I've had opportunities to speak this on stages across the country this year. And whether you're a brand new person that's just starting to see yourself as a leader, or you've been leading multi-million-dollar companies, this is the next level. And it's a stretch. And it's been fun to hold that space and that container for people to really catch up with what's possible here.
Amazing. Can you imagine multinational organizations collaborating so effectively to solve the world's problems because they know the Shine framework and are able to implement it? Amazing. I just saw that vision as you were speaking. So I would love to give the audience a little insight into how you do this. So, my framework specifically is all around joyful workplaces, right? And I talk a lot about the 4 pillars of alignment to creating a joyful workplace. And those are alignment with mission, vision, values, alignment with your own personal strengths and the things you love doing, alignment with your teams, and alignment with your personal joy. So, I would love for you to share with the audience how you see the Shine framework integrating with my framework as a joyful workplace framework.
I love that she's asked this question. And I also love that she's put me on the spot a little bit because my mind is always thinking this way. This is honestly how I think. And she knows that. So it's interesting because I know and believe in the Shine framework so well that when I meet anyone and they start passionately telling me what they do and why they do it, I automatically connect the dots back to the Shine framework and think, ooh, they could be a mentor within our system. And so for me, Jennifer, every letter, because your joyful workplace is so. A lot of people might not think that joy and workplace actually go together. And Jennifer not only believes it, but she teaches it like through and through. It's within everything she does. And so I get chills as I say that because right there, she's shining her unique light. She's different than every other coach that comes in and wants to talk about numbers and KPIs and all that. She brings joy back into every conversation. So again, to me, that's part of that S, that self-discovery, self-love, self-acceptance, is that if you're in corporate and you've always been told it has to look a certain way and somebody comes in and does something differently, it challenges your perspective. So you get to go back into the self-discovery, self-love phase, and then some things are going to come up. And that's part of the healing. And then Jennifer can lead you through that healing. What do you need to know? What do you need to believe? What do you need to embody in order for this to become a practice that you'll take into your business and into your life? And I believe as we heal, our intuition absolutely lights up and goes on fire. Like we are in that flow state. We are in homeostasis where everything is running smoothly, with ease, with grace. And that's exactly where all of us, whether we're personally or business-wise, want to land. That's really where we are looking for that freedom, that knowing, that truth. And so with that, Jennifer does the chair of joy, which is that's that nurturing your mind, body, and soul. So her practices are already leading us everything through that Shine framework, and you're evolving as a leader, you're evolving in your personal life, you're empowering yourself to make better decisions. So I hope that answered your question, Jennifer, because it's naturally for me to say this is exactly what I'm teaching. She's just using different letters and different terminology, but it's exactly what I'm doing.
Amazing. Thank you so much for doing that. And yes, I do know that you're always thinking about these things, which is one of the blessings of being a part of your community, because you really do connect those dots in such amazing ways. And you see things that we don't see in ourselves. So my next question is, I think so many people and individuals, women in particular, really want to see bigger impact in what they're doing. However they're serving feels like they could be having a bigger impact, whether it's more people or whether it's in a bigger way with the individuals they're already working with. How do you see the Shine framework and the frameworks of the Shine community as a whole really helping women to increase and elevate that impact that they have with their community and their who they're serving?
Yeah, such a great question. And it's deep. And I've done other videos that are like 20, 30 minutes just on this, but I'm going to try to keep this short. Is I believe that when we heal, when we really know who we are, when we really get a clarity on who we serve and why we want to do this, that it naturally builds our confidence. And with that confidence, we take courageous steps. And when you have clarity, confidence, and courage together, you now have momentum. So it starts at the beginning of the Shine membership to build up that. I don't want you to have to go over somewhere else to get that personal growth opportunity and help be in a container. But at that next level, when you're handed into the opportunity to be a partner, you start to peek behind the scenes and you get that opportunity to grow in a different way. And again, when you grow and stretch and take on comfortable action, things happen and you naturally go back into the Shine framework. And all the way along, you're witnessing other people do it. And you're seeing that it's not perfect, that we all go through the bumps and we all go through the things, and we provide a safe container for people to admit what they're going through and what BS stories are still holding on. And I also believe in the collective energy. You know, Jennifer, that I've always said that miracles happen when we come into community and we have the same intention. And when the same intention is for women to step up and serve more people, impact more people, have more money in their pocket, have a bigger sense of abundance or influence. This is the ripple that I've seen in my mind's eye for years and years and years. It's connecting globally with people for the same heart, the same energy, and the same overall mission. You might be talking to a different audience than me, and I want everybody to shine their own unique light and speak specifically to their audience. I'm seeing some of the comments come through, so I know their audience is different than mine. But at the same time, I believe at the root of it all is we want more love in this world. We want everybody to feel safe and heard and seen and valued. And when that happens, I really think that this world becomes a different place.
Certainly does. I think there's two things that struck me, and we just have a couple more minutes left in what you said. Number one, when you're watching others go through it, that was so powerful for me, to see others and be like, it's okay for me to mess up. It's okay for me to forget things, to miss things, to make mistakes. And this community will hold me through that and allow me to learn and grow through it. But where I want to go with our next couple of minutes is this idea of messy. Because you said it's not perfect. And I have been really working on this idea of not working on, but meditating on this idea of life being messy. And actually, it's how it's meant to be. When we have this idea of perfection all the time and that I'm always striving to be perfect, we never get there and we always feel less than. So can you talk just for a minute about what it's like to be in the mess when you're creating this, as you're collaborating, as you're helping other women shine? What is the mess for you? And how do you sort of work through that?
Wow. So that's again another 1 hour conversation. However, I think what you spoke about is the permission. When somebody sees you and knows how passionate you are and that your heart's in the right place, that there's grace. And a long time ago, I realized that comparison and judgment was stopping us all. It was telling us BS stories. It was hurting our nervous systems. It was stopping us from allowing us to step out and really take action and do the things that we're being called to do. And so what does that look like for me? I live the Shine framework every day. Every single day, I doubt myself. Every single day, I wonder if I'm the leader that can lead these people. Every single day, I take and pause and go back into my heart and listen to my truth. And it has to be messy, because if it was perfection, it may not even happen in my lifetime. So not only am I leading the path forward but I'm also clearing the way for others to do the same. And the way that I've built out this ecosystem is that inside of the Be Extraordinary Women's Network, where it is absolutely 100% free for them to come in and join that. What we do is we elevate by spotlighting and celebrating extraordinary women making extraordinary moves. And it doesn't matter who I tap on the shoulder or who gets invited in to share in an interview. Every person will say, I didn't feel ready. I didn't feel worthy that my story was that great. If they do, and they're like, give me the spotlight, give me the thing, I'm kind of looking that there might be a little bit of ego improving involved. And again, not with judgment, with an awareness of where are they. But when you help them see that their story matters and that it's giving permission to somebody else in the community to stand up and celebrate their extraordinary, this is the framework. This is the path. This is, as they step up, there's more opportunities in leadership and to really shine their unique light in a way that we've been able to create. But it's in the mess. It's in the truth. It's in the realness. And so if you guys seen me a half hour ago in my house coat and my hair all upside down thinking, I got to get ready for this interview, I giggle at that because there would have been a time that I didn't even sleep the night before an interview. And I thought I had to prepare and have everything perfect. And it's not the truth. The truth is people need to see me as real so that they know they can do it too. They also need to feel my heart and the energy that I put out so that they feel welcome in my community. And that to me is way more important than being perfect.
Wow. Thank you, Debbie, so much for spending this time with me. I just adore you. And I just want to say, if you are out there and you really feel a little bit alone in what you're trying to achieve or create, or the impact that you would desire to make in other people's lives, maybe just follow Debbie. You can also join the free Extraordinary, Be Extraordinary Facebook group and check out what's being said, what's being taught, what's being shared. Also, there'll be an opportunity for you to join the Shine Circle if that makes sense for you. But I would just love for you to consider, as we go into the holidays, what's next for you? What makes sense? Does it make sense for you to do it alone? Or would you love a community to support you? So thank you, Debbie. I'm Jennifer Cavender. I am an executive coach helping executives work from a place of joy instead of frustration. And I am so proud to be called a Shine partner. Thank you, Debbie, for this opportunity.
Thank you. And I want to give kudos to you, Jennifer, because you speak so elegantly and your people need you. And so anytime I can provide that collaborative spotlight for you, I am all in. I believe in what you're doing so much.
Thank you. Do you have any last shares or thoughts?
I mean, I just think that it's, again, shine your unique light, wherever you are on this experience we call life, whether you're beginning or you're feeling like you're reinventing yourself, there's room at this table. We're here for everyone. Every woman of every age, everywhere in the world is welcome inside of the Be Extraordinary Women's Network. And I think that that's the thing I get most comments on, is how welcoming we are. And that's intentional.
Amen to that. Thank you so much.